Y'all remember Newton from Pacific Rim? Yeah, I was way worse than him when I was trying to write this top 10s list. I predicted at the beginning of the year that my top 10s list of 2019 would be a bloodbath, but in actuality, it turned out to be a straight up massacre. Hello and welcome, people of the internet, to my yearly top 10 list where I list out the best cartoons to me of the entire year. Or as I like to call it, the video where my miraculous and Steven Universe fans pray to see their favorite show actually end up as number one. Spoiler alert! It's not, at least with this year. As per usual, we are going to set some ground rules so I don't have as many crybabies in my comment section as I unfortunately seem to do every year. First up, I will say that anime is in fact in my top 10 list because I, unlike some heathens on the internet, consider anime as cartoons. Just because they're Japanese doesn't stop them from being animated content. If the idea of anime being in my top 10 cartoons list is going to upset you that much, please click off the video now before I descend upon you with the wrath of Odin. Secondly, I am not omnipotent, so there are some shows that I haven't watched and some that I wanted to but just was not able to get around to doing so, i.e. Amphibia and the new Harley Quinn series, which I know will be complete SJW woke garbage, but hey, I'm still going to give it a shot. And as always, shows like BoJack Horseman, Rick and Morty, and Big Mouth. You know, all the ugly looking cartoons. And also, unfortunately, there are some shows I have to disqualify from being on the list because it would not be fair to the other shows that were there, such as amazing shows that are unfortunately pilots. I'm looking at you, Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel. You both are truly awesome, but I can't in good faith put you on this list because at the end of the day, you're both just pilots and not fully fledged shows. It would be unfair to the other shows with much more episodes to be beaten out by just a single pilot, and it makes this top 10 list a lot easier on me, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and realize that there are 10 billion other cartoons that I forgot to list, but if I'm being quite honest, the battle was making it onto the list. Just because your favorite cartoon is not here is no reason for you to feel bad, because honestly there were so many other shows I wanted to list that this could have easily been a top 15 list. But again, as I do each year, I must preface that this is my own list, my personal list. I do not in any way speak for any other person, YouTuber, company, or entity. Now with all the formalities out of the way, without further ado, let's jump into the Virtual Celebrities, top 10 cartoons list of 20 by teen. Number 10 is... And we got a tie on our hands. Star vs. fans, be grateful. Infinity Train was good, but I could not in clear conscience allow it to be the cartoon that bumped out Star vs. out of the entire list. Both great shows, one with a lackluster ending but enjoyable world, the other with a solid intro but just not good enough to beat out all the other shows I'm going to list. Congrats, you two, you made it on the list. Number 9. Really disappointed in how low this show ended up being compared to how good it did in my last 2 years' top 10 lists. Maybe it's because the season was broken up into 2 prematurely and the arc they focused on didn't really do it for me, even though previous seasons that I have read in the manga first ended up having the show during that year rate highly in my top 10s list. I don't know what happened this year to AOT, but I'm hopeful it will regain its top rank for me in future years to come. Number 8.5. My list, my rules, bitch. I will love and protect this show with my life. You people just don't know greatness. Number 8. I can make a change. I don't know why, but with every passing year, it feels like this show just ranks lower and lower on my list. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. I was having a bit of a debate whether I wanted this show to rank higher than number 7, but Steven Universe only had one episode, a movie, and the start of its future series this year, and the show creators are adamantly telling us to separate the movie and this new series from the original show. So really, in all actuality, Steven Universe only had one episode to contend with this year. But I'm feeling generous, so I'm willing to include the movie and this new series just to bump up the show's ranking and save it from the same fate that befell Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel. Number 7.
How the magic of friendship grows.
My Little Pony. A very solid season finale from My Little Pony, one of the few shows I can recall in recent memory that had a very decent closing to a story. Nothing felt dragged out, neither did it exude a feeling of overstaying its welcome. Number 6.
Sandiego.
2019 introduced us to the bombshell show that is Carmen Sandiego, and every fiber of my being feels like it being this low is an injustice. But Carmen should be so proud that its debut year beat out so many other veteran shows. The show came, it saw, and it fucking conquered. Sit on the throne, queen. You fucking deserve it. Number 5. Season 3 of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir really did introduce us to some ups and downs. We got some great episodes, some fantastic episodes, and some downright infuriating garbage dog shit episodes. But the wonderfully beautiful and well-written episodes were able to carry this show over to the halfway point of this list, and I feel congratulations are in order. Don't worry, Miraculous, you still have, 7 more seasons to try and make your way to the top of this list. You still got time. Number 4.5.
Wake up, you've got a lot to do today.
Yay! YouTube made cartoon, epithet erased, made by YouTuber Jello Apocalypse, had his debuted cartoon show skyrocketing to the top of this list. Oh my goodness. This just goes to prove that fantastic storytelling and writing is what can make or break a show, and truly animation has nothing to do with it. It's just a bonus. There are characters in this show, Giovanni, that I will legit murder other human beings for. I love the characters so much it legit physically hurts. The man behind the show deserves fucking accolades. Tweet Jello to let him know his show made my list, but don't tell him what number so he can still be surprised. Number 4.
Karen, you came! When you're invited to join a club this exclusive, you don't say no.
You got a baby in there.
You're doing great. And hey, if you hurry, a baby could still be born on Martin Luther King's birthday. Well, on this holiday anyway.
You did not just ask me to hurry!
No, definitely not.
The year 2019 had the show Young Justice be resurrected from its untimely grave to bless us with its heavenly presence. Despite the fact that it is clear as day that some 2019 bullshit found its way into the show,
this is fake news, fake news.
it was still a wonder to behold that this magnificent show was brought back to us. I was battling with myself on where to place this show on this list because, as I've mentioned, there was some heavy tampering with the show in regards to political discourse, and the writer is really trying to shove their morals down our throats. But once you're able to scrape all that away, you are left with a very good and enjoyable show that I can in good confidence place above all the others because the legacy it left still means a lot to me, and nostalgia and personal bias are a very powerful thing. Literally, as I was scripting this list, I just did another rearranging for the top 3 cartoons. So this next cartoon was supposed to be number 4, but I really like the fact that Young Justice is number 4 and Epithet Erase is number 4.5. So instead, we are going to list this next cartoon as number 3.5. But just know that it was initially number 4 and it wasn't just stuck here as an afterthought. Okay, let's continue. Number 3.5. Given is the first properly well done, respectable LGBT themed anime I have ever seen. Ever. It's not Yaoi, it's not Yuri. It's there is no fetishization of gay men. There is no money shot or fan service, just a well-written, grounded show about love. And also music. This show has some really fucking good music. Take a listen. The 4 main characters are precious, I love them, and I'll protect them with my life. Especially this one, with his adorable as fuck one-sided crush. Well, allegedly one-sided. If you are looking for a gay anime that doesn't have any weird or problematic tropes, then I can't recommend this show enough. It's fantastically animated, very well written, and beautifully paced. This could quite easily have stolen my Best Anime of 2019 award if it wasn't for the next show on this list that beat it out by just a smidge. Number 3. The Promised Neverland. Are you looking for fast-paced, high-stakes quality animation that will make you literally forget how to breathe? Then this is the goddamn show for you. Get ready to feel like a complete imbecile when you try and put your wits to the test against these literal children who are surviving in an environment that you would be dead in 0.1 seconds. If you can survive the heart attack inducing scene in the first episode, by the end of it, you would come to realize that this is the smartest show of 2019. Everything in the show just takes you to the next level and heightens all your senses. I cannot give praise enough to this show, and you truly deserve this number 3 spot. Don't forget, number 3 is my favorite number, so this spot is truly special to me. Number 2.
We're gonna be okay.
Hey, that isn't part of the spell.
Yeah, so, you were gone for a while, and now, this is a thing, so...
What? What?
Well, don't I feel like an idiot? The Dragon Prince really came after me in 2019. It had only one wish this year, and that was to make me fucking eat my words that I said about it in 2018. I had multiple panic attacks while trying to rank the show on my list this year. I was fully prepared to let it share the number 1 spot with the number 1 cartoon this year, but I just couldn't do that to you and have my number 1 spot be a tie. But the Dragon Prince was so good this year and I just don't know what to do. You know what? No. The Dragon Prince was able to accomplish something that no other show was able to do. It made me eat my words, and it proved to me how great it really was. The Dragon Prince is making history, people. While I am recording this, I am still changing its slot from number 2 to be a tie with number 1. You are that good, man. Show. Whatever. What a perfect revenge this show could possibly have on me. From being ignored and snubbed last year to taking the top slot this year. What a legacy. What a mad lad. And with the Dragon Prince pulling that little stunt on me halfway through scripting and recording this video, that means the Promised Neverland is now the number 2, Young Justice is number 3, and Given is number 4. Hey, wait a minute! I gave Given a 3.5 when it was supposed to be a 4.5 and Epithet Erase was supposed to be... You see? Even as I'm talking, I'm confused and I'm trying to rearrange it. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Here are some screenshots of what my notes looked like, just so you don't think I'm cheating. This was my first draft, this was my second, and this was my third and final draft. You can see that I literally remembered Rise of the TMNT by the third draft as I sat down to script this. So, with the Dragon Prince being bumped up, that makes Epithet Erase number 4.5, Given number 4, Young Justice number 3, The Promised Neverland number 2. I'm feeling like switching Steven Universe with My Little Pony, so maybe Steven Universe number 7, My Little Pony number 8. I don't know. God fucking damn it. Why is making decisions so hard? We'll leave that. Anyway, so the Dragon Prince is now sharing number 1 with...
We're gonna win in the end. We must be strong and we must be brave. We must be brave.
The people who follow me on Twitter probably saw this coming from a mile away, but god fucking damn it was Shira the definition of perfection and a masterpiece this year. This show went above and beyond in every single category feasible, and on this plane of existence, knocking shows out of the park and dominating in places it had no business being in. Fantastic characters, well-paced and put together stories, intriguing and alluring world and world building. If this show could ever rival any OG show I grew up with, the only one that comes to mind is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, this show is that good. So go ahead, Shira, you claim the number 1 throne and title of Best Cartoon of 2019. But be sure to scoot over a bit cause the Dragon Prince came for my blood this year, and boy howdy did it get it. I am not even mad. You two stand supreme in the TVC Hall of Fame, which means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things because my value and opinions of things is meaningless to everybody else but me. So let me know what your top 10 cartoons are in the comment section down below. Turn this video into a fun game and gather your friends around and write down your list of your top 10 favorite cartoons and say them along with me. Well, this message should have been said at the beginning of the video, but hindsight's a bitch and I am ready to just end this video now. No more rearranging, please. Except for Steven Universe and My Little Pony, just gonna switch you two around. Thank you all so much for clicking to watch. Be sure to join my Discord if you want. Check out my Patreon on if you feel inclined to support me and my channel and what I'm doing here. Or buy some merch if you also want to support the channel and get some goodies for yourself as well. Either or anything you do helps. But if you can't do any of those, just liking, subscribing, and sharing the video helps. Let's get this video to 500 likes or 1,000. Let's shoot above and beyond. But yeah. And hey, don't forget to stay awesome. But with that being said, this is TVC. Mwah. Signing out. See you in the new year.